When purchasing materials, Stealthy Wood has to consider something important: lead times. A purchase order lead time is the number of days from when we place an order to when those items arrive in our stock. It's crucial as it helps us schedule precise delivery dates, or at least a time frame, so we can organize our manufacturing, selling, or delivery processes. When producing our desks, for example, we sometimes use office lamps that we receive from our suppliers. If my vendor has a lead time of 10 days, I know that a purchase made on the 1st of July will arrive on the 11th. With this information, I can organize our manufacturing process to begin the desk production right after the products have been received, and then finish in time for my customer to receive the product by when we said we would deliver. Our customer satisfaction depends on that. If we schedule a delivery date, we need to meet it. And that's the same for our vendors. They need to meet our delivery date or we won't be satisfied. It's an essential aspect of everyone's business, so we need to configure our lead times properly. So let's see this in our database. All right, here I am on my database. Let's go ahead and jump directly to the purchase application. And right off the bat, we're going to create an RFQ. So let's click on the Create button. And the first thing I want to do, of course, is to add my vendor. All right, so I'm going to select my vendor. Oh, for this particular vendor, I do get a warning. They will not deliver chairs after July 7th, 2020. That's okay, because we're only January and July is a long ways away, but we're also not going to be purchasing any chairs right now. So let's click on OK. And then we're going to go ahead and add the product that we do want to purchase from this vendor, which is the office lamp. Okay, so right away I'm going to see that the order date and the scheduled date are the same. If you don't see this field at all on your database, you simply need to go over to these 3 little dots and be sure it's activated. So I just have to check this. It's the same with the taxes as well. Okay, so if you don't see a scheduled date as I do here, then this is probably not selected. You click on the 3 little dots and activate it. As simple as that. So again, we see that the order date and the scheduled date are the same. This means that I do not have any lead days set on the product template for this vendor. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All I'm going to do is simply pop open the product template, and I'm going to do that right here from the RFQ. So I'm not going to redirect to another page, which saves me a lot of time. Okay, so I'm going to pop this open. And then I'm going to go over to the Purchase tab and select the vendor and add the delivery lead time right here. So actually, I know that it takes 10 days for this vendor to get this product to me. So I'm going to go ahead and add those 10 days here. And then we're going to save. Okay, of course, you can have multiple vendors with multiple lead times, and you can set all of those right here on the product template, as well as some other things such as price. Well, let's go ahead and save this. Now, the line that I originally added will not be automatically updated. I do need to remove it and re-add the product. Okay, so our office lamp. And then right away, we see the scheduled date has changed. It takes those 10 days into account. Okay, so it will take 10 days for the vendor to get the product to me. Now, that was really easy to set up, but more than that, we can also add a customer lead time as well. Okay, so if we go back to the product, this time I'm going to go to Sales, Products, and search the office lamp this way. I'm going to click on Edit. We can add that customer lead time in the inventory section. So as we saw before, for the vendor lead time, we did that from the Purchase tab and on the vendor itself. But for the customer lead time, we need to go to the Inventory tab. And we're going to add it right here, customer lead time. Okay, so I know that it will take me 10 days to get the product from my vendor, and it may take me a few extra days to package the item and send it to my customer. So I'm going to have a customer lead time of 15 days. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this, and then we can create a new quotation for our customer. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose our customer, and then add the product as well. So it's the office lamp, and then we're going to save this and confirm. Okay, so if we go to the other info tab, we're going to see the delivery date is expected to be 15 days from now. So today is January 21st. All right, and the expected delivery date is the 5th of February. Now be careful, you do see the correct delivery date based on the customer lead time here on the sales order. But if I go to my delivery order, I'm going to notice that the date is a bit different. It's actually the 3rd and not the 5th, and that's because I have a couple of security days added on my database. So for that, I add it to the settings of my inventory application. Okay, so just be careful that the date you see on the delivery order may not be the same as the date on the sales order. So this isn't the date that the customer is expecting the item. It's the dates that it's scheduled based on how you have your security lead days configured. But on the sales order, this is the date that the customer is expecting based on that customer lead time.